Let's take the news now in detail. Tension is brewing among two royal factions, La Abese and Kowe here in Accra, over the demolition of a shrine. Some angry members have vowed mayhem if the gods are not specified and those involved are not sanctioned. So my colleague Gabriel Obodai-Togba-Shong, who has been witnessing this event for Metro News, joins me in the studio for updates. Gabriel, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Gifty.
What really is sparking this whole issue?
Well, La Paramount area has 7 quarters, and the current tension is between 2 quarters, the Abese quarter on one hand and then the Kowe quarter on the other. So yesterday, the Paramount Chief of La, Nick Bubi-Tetetru, is said to have tasked a group of young people to the La Beach to demolish a mold, or better put, a shrine belonging to the other quarter, that is the Abese quarter. And he did that because he believes that shrine wasn't erected or put up legitimately. I'll be giving you a short background to that. So later on, the Abese quarter noticed that such an action has been taken by the La Manche. So they became annoyed and also went to a major shrine which actually belongs to the Kowe quarter. And then the La Manche actually belongs to the Kowe quarter.
Before you go on with that, we are currently showing something on TV. Which community is this? Where specifically is this area we are seeing?
Okay, so this quarter, as in where you are seeing, is Kowe. That is the quarter where the La Manche comes from, and the place is Abese-Kowe. So those you are seeing are the members of the La Manche royal family who have gathered planning on how to face the other quarter, that is the Abese quarter.
So what happened here when you went there?
You have young people chanting, others saying what they are going to do to the others, like we are going to kill them if they dare, or we are going to ensure that, you know, a whole lot of things happen in the township if nothing is done immediately to solve the tension. So that is what is happening now. But there is a whole background to this. The Abese quarter, you know, La recently gained a paramount status, and as such, its quarters were elevated to divisional areas. So the Abese quarter, in its bid to come up with a traditional, a divisional council, then elected leaders from a number of the quarters. Not all the quarters were involved. So some felt aggrieved and said those who have come up with their leaders didn't go through the legitimate means to come up with their leaders. And as such, some have distanced themselves from the leaders the Abese quarter have actually elected. And the La Manche is one of those who believes that the leaders appointed from the Abese quarter are not legitimate. And it is that leaders who went to erect the shrine that has been demolished that are considered illegitimate.
Gabriel, it's obvious this can spark some form of violence. Has the issue been reported to the police?
It has been reported and it's been looked into. But you know, sometimes they don't really look at...
Looked into, do we have police presence there?
No, as at the time of filing this report, there wasn't any police presence there.
I understand you got one of the faction to speak on the issue, so let's hear him.
All right.
Nyombocha machine dana meja mema na me batola lo enye kumo ko yue pe e ka ke o fe no goto ko o yue pi o ba dwa ma dwa bo ni yemo ma dwa bo ni
ale amela ame titi omotin di ame ngboto mi ame yo wale amela no we behegbe ne ba ka e ba ne ba komo mi na chaade nwo onwe e jewo mi ni ahun.
We start a process for our festival. If we see Rashid Boy or Nigel, who is parading himself as Abese-Kowe, me, and the youth of La from the 7 quarters, we will carry them and put in the ocean.
So, Gabriel, who were these people who spoke and which faction did they speak for?
Okay, this is the Kowe royal faction or the royal quarter. And you had the principal elder of that quarter, Numu Salami. You have the chief priestess of that quarter or the shrine which the other quarter had wanted to demolish, as in purported to have wanted to demolish. That is the Cha-Adewoyu. And then you have the chief priest of that quarter, who is the Nyongmocha Wulomo, and then a number of young people also speaking in that bite. So they are doing this to resist any attempts by the Abese quarter to come and demolish their major shrine, which is the Nyongmocha shrine.
Which other people did you speak to?
I spoke with a leader of the other faction, as in that is the Abese faction, called Ni Anyetei Anukwari Insru, otherwise known as Rashid Boyna Nai.
Okay, so let's hear him.
In the first place, Nila had no business with deities. Because in our pantheon of affairs, if I have brought my deity, even if it is of foreign extraction, into a community, there are traditional office holders that we call Abese-Kowe, whose business it takes to find out whether the deity I have brought into the town is a good one or a bad one. And the necessary things will be done. So I got there this morning and saw the Nyongmocha Wulomo and informed me that this is what your chief has done. He has personally gone to demolish my fetish mold. Right. And if he has built one, and I have not demolished that one, but he has gone to demolish mine, it's a criminal offense. And I'll take him on for that. I have a case on hand this morning in Fast Track Court 3. I'm going for judgment. So do you think I have time even to go and stand there with all the status that I have? I respect myself. I don't do things that way. So I told him, look, if he has demolished mine, you are the fetish priest of the Nyongmocha shrine. Will it be fine if I come and demolish this one? Will it be fine with you if I come and demolish this one? It's simple language that I expect him to understand. It's not fine. Then I said, oh, use your good office. I said, look, he has used his bad office. He, the chief, must equally have a good office that he needs to use. That if I have built a shrine and he doesn't understand why I should build a shrine, there are processes and procedures he needs to follow. He has no business. He's not a fetish priest.
It's obvious the both sides are not happy with current developments. I know you have much idea about the Ga tradition. Who do you think can intervene to curb the situation from escalating?
We are looking at the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, where we have other eminent Ga chiefs who could bring both factions together, and then the security officials.
What about the Wulomo, for instance?
Well, at the moment, the La Wulomo wouldn't be in the... He can talk to them, all right, but it must go beyond the La township to have this issue resolved. Thank
you very much, Gabriel Obodai-Togbo Ashon. That'll be all for now. I've been speaking to my colleague Gabriel Obodai-Togbo Ashon on a brewing tension among two royal factions, that's the La Abese and La Kowe here in Accra, over a demolition of a shrine.